good sign that they're acting like that. You don't have to worry about nothing. See? What do you think? A big lamb?
You can see the steamy breath. Good morning, fellow Utopians, and welcome to another day at Ewetopia Farms.
Three in the morning. Just did my check. It's warmed up quite a bit outside, so this barn here doesn't have very good ventilation. We shut it down last night, all the windows, because it was cold. It's warmed up a few degrees now, so I had to open up all the back windows just to keep the barn fresh. It's 3 in the morning, just had that ewe there. It was a stealer. I think we're going to have a couple more sheep having lambs right now. These Dorsets are extremely unrestless. But I'll come back in a half hour, an hour, and check up, see what's happening. But I just arrived in the morning, and this ewe here just had a lamb. She had twins last year. This year she threw a single. Lots of milk. I didn't tube this lamb because when I got here, the lamb was already born, and the lamb it's not really dry yet. But when I checked her, the one teat had some of the pressure off the milk, and the lamb, I could tell, has a belly. So I'm not even going to tube this lamb. I'm just going to leave it alone. I just dipped this navel cord. She's fine. She's tired. She's had lamb. This little guy's wondering why he wasn't let out today. But it's 3 in the morning and he's getting warmed up. They get moving in the morning. He wants to go out of that pen. It's a real good sign that they're acting like that. You don't have to worry about nothing. Your mind is at ease. But this little lamb is tired, just gonna lay down. Anyways, yeah. She's tried to steal this lamb, but she's coming in. There's no denying that. You can hear that certain little noise, eh? Anyways, that's the 3 o'clock in the morning check. These lambs are all doing good. Hey, girls. I guess I'll be talking to you shortly.
Morning chores during lambing time involve cleaning and filling up all the water buckets and feeding all the ewes in the jugs and doing a quick assessment of the lambs and mums in the jugs to make sure that everyone's looking healthy, happy, and are doing well together. We got the little twin boys are back there fast asleep. And then last night Arnie had, it's a ewe lamb or a ram lamb? Oh yeah. So this is one of the ewes we got at the Classic. She had lambs last year, or a lamb, I can't remember if she had a single or a twin. But she lambed last night and has a nice little ram lamb here. Hard to see him.
Good man, above average.
There he is.
Good deep rib on him, see?
Oh, honey, you're okay. You're right by that light. Hi. Oh, you look handsome. So he was born at about 3 o'clock this morning.
Got the right little top. He's got the
Yeah, you can
ears.
already see his face markings where the hair and wool are.
Hey, Mom. Here he is.
But she's always been a quiet ewe, so they should be fine. This ewe out now that we tagged yesterday. This is the ewe with the other big ewe lamb that we tagged yesterday. We're letting her out this morning.
You can definitely see the size, the difference in the lambs when you grab them.
That's a nice lambie, Mom. She's staying right with them. And now she'll get to play with the others.
What do you think? A big lamb? Not necessarily. She's just getting herself dilated. That'll work out for a while. But yeah, she's got a single lamb, if I would guess. So Suffolk could be a big lamb. Single lambs and Suffolks can be quite large. But she's not suffering. She's just giving, probably a first timer, it looks like. Gonna give her some space. My rule of thumb always the first timers, like give them their time, their space, they get in the right position, and the feeder. If you look real carefully, I'll try to zoom in. The feeder showing there. See? Go on, Ben. Get out. Get out, Ben. Go on.
Just had another little lamb here. I'm just going to check and see if she has another lamb. She didn't really need any help, but we were walking by, so Arnie decided to check.
She's gonna stay there or not.
So there's no other lamb?
No. Dad's first child.
What is it?
Boy. We could just leave her here and
So she just has one?
yeah, I'm pretty sure. I didn't go in very deep.
Did you check her milk?
No. I'm sure she.
We'll check her milk now.
I don't want to upset her.
I don't think that'll upset her at all. Lots of milk.
The first time, I'm pretty sure.
Red tag, I think, isn't it?
I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah.
She doesn't act like she's. I think we just leave her.
Yeah, well, okay. We'll leave her here for a little while to bond with the lamb.
We want her to follow it out. I don't want to force her.
Oh, don't you come over. That's a bad idea.
Like that.
So in the past, we couldn't open these windows. It's like a 100-year-old barn, and they never had windows that you could open. So Arnie had to take them out and put them back in every time and screw them in. So now we got a bright idea that a hinge might work. So he's got just one.
What's that?
Just one is on a hinge.
Just only did one yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah, so we got one on a hinge, and there's, well, two more on this side, but you're not doing the ones on the other side, are you? Or
Well, I would, but I don't.
they're
one
double
window's
window.
missing. And
Well, couldn't you do? They're not joined, are they?
no, they're all separate windows.
So you could just do one of each, couldn't you?
I could do that over there too. Yeah. But those windows are in a little bit worse shape. I don't know if they can take the hinges swinging or something. But I have to see.
So Scotty's in here with the sheep again. That ewe has gotten up now, and this pen desperately needs bedding again, so we're not going to leave her here. She's going to go in a nice clean jug, just in case the lamb decides to wander around and get dirty. It's better if it's in a clean area. So this is going to be the first glad son. She's a little ewe, but she's definitely not a first timer because she's got a red tag. So she should know exactly what she's doing. She looks like a young one though. Hi, baby. Just waiting for Arnie. Hi. I could carry you if you like. I don't know what's the delay. She's loving it, but she's not talking to it, so it'd be nice to hear her start talking. Hey, Mom. So Arnie's just gonna pick it up and try lure her to the gate. Usually they follow. She's a little quieter. She looks like that ewe who had the join tail when she was a lamb years ago. Oh, I thought she, yeah, she's the one. We kept one back. She had join tail, and we kept her, and she's been here ever since. Still wandering around, hasn't had her lamb, but she gets to see everyone else's lambs. Oh, she's going to the front. That's good. So we walk up this laneway. Arnie opens the gate, and in she goes.
Not much straw in here.
So we're just going to give her a bit more straw. Hi, Mommy. Hi, he looks lovely. Sometimes it helps just to pull a little bit of the moisture off. One thing you notice right away is how long that lamb is. That's the Gladiator influence. That's a super, super long lamb.
I thought it would be easier to tuck her mouth, but she's got big teeth with lots of milk in it. But tuck a little bit.
This ewe, we used her own colostrum because she had a lot of it. What do you notice about this lamb?
It's long.
Yeah, looks
Really
just
long.
like Glad because the mother is really short. This ewe, we only kept her because she had joint tail and we couldn't really sell her. But she's gone on to be a productive ewe. She had the first glad son. She seems a little quiet.
Yeah, she's just a little stressed out. She was actually pushing pretty hard. So, hey, buddy, I'm gonna dip you for a few minutes as well.
Now he's getting his iodine on his navel. we put it in a little pillbox. That way there's less spillage and you can get the umbilical cord right in there. And she's just working on passing her placenta right now and bonding with him.
Should be fine.
Maybe he'd like a blanket behind him instead of the cold bars. There you go. But it is
tired right now.
it is a boy, right?
Yeah, pretty sure.
And she's licking him.
Yeah, sure. It's not a big ewe.
No, big lamb. Hi, Mom. You're doing a great job. So hard to see the black ones on camera. He's lovely. Now we just leave them to it as we go about our chores. Before I go do chores, I've got to record this ewe and her lamb, plus the white one that had a lamb overnight. So we'll get that done first. Looks like so far it's a boy here. Change of plans again. Guess before we go to the coveralls, and before I record all those ewes, we put the ewe that's wandering the barn right now in here for a little while to keep her busy and out of the way. Look at how big she is, and she hasn't lambed yet. She can barely fit down the walkway. But she wanders the whole barn these days, and so she visits everyone in the jugs, and everyone knows her. They're not intimidated by her. Oh my goodness. Sorry if I don't sound too enthusiastic today. I have a bit of a migraine going on. Hey girl. So Arnie's gone to get some bedding, because especially when you're lambing, the pens have to be clean. And it's been so damp, and it's freezing cold, then it melts, then it rains. It's been really unstable, but it's all geared around moisture. So we need to put some fresh straw in these barns again. So he's just going to get a straw bale. That way, if we're not here and a lamb is born, they are not falling into dirty conditions. I mean, some people would think it was fine, but it's not fine by my standards. I like it to be really clean. I unhooked that. Rolled out a little bit, but not perfect. So we were gonna do one bale on both sides, but he's decided to do a bale on each. Probably a good decision. You like the bedding already. Normally the sheep run it out, but when they're pregnant they don't do a lot of running. Do you want me to get a fork?
I'm going to get a fork. Just leave it. I'm thinking
Because only this part needs forking out. Hi girls. You can see the steamy breath. We've been just hovering just above or just below the freezing point.
another bale, so I think we'll have to go. I'm going to do the cover. I can do that on my own. I don't need that. I'm working here all day today, so. See what happens.
Most of it did roll up out today, just this little front patch. Aw, honey. You're wanting to go in those jugs soon, aren't ya? I think she enjoys wandering around the whole barn. But amidst lambing, feeding, and all the other chores continue. Morning, Alexander. How you doing? Hi. Hi. Hi, pussycat. You're such a good boy. Yeah, you're such a good boy.
Drinking water, and he's eating mineral on that feeder.
Good.
So I'm sure that's just down this one. I'm going to try to grab this bale way back in here. So.
Okay, so we're starting to go into the little cat warren here. This is where they all hide. But we are feeding this hay, so we just shifted it over a little bit. This is for Glad and the boys. Arnie forgot to close the gate last night, so these girls all greeted us outside today. You're already out there. But they're all back in now. We're back in the main barn after feeding the sheep. Putting another straw bale out. This time it's going on knockout side. That ewe's right there. Do you want me to get her up?
I don't know, it's going to move?
Doesn't look like it. Honey, you gotta move. Sorry. Sorry. Come on. There you go. Okay. Look at how they really like the straw bale over there. Honey. Everyone move. Go on. Gotta move, sweetie. Move out of the way. Come on. There you go. That's Rosie. Come on. See how rosy she's getting? Her back end is kind of really loose. You can see that. I would say just by the fact that she's got an udder and is loose, that she's going to have a lamb shortly. Right now we're doing knockout side, but today it'll be a lot less drama without knockout being here. So far, so good. It's rolling out half decent. The better it rolls out, the less you have to fork it up, and the less dust you create in the barn. this girl? Yeah, that's what I thought. It's just too damp these days. There's another girl that's looking pretty rosy. And you can see how they're snuggling up on it on the other side. We disturbed them, but they were all nicely snuggled in the straw. So despite it being really cold in the barn, it's also really like damp and muggy. So we are going to try open one of these windows to get the air flowing through here a bit better. If somebody has a lamb, we'll shut it, but otherwise I think it's a good idea. So in here, you look at all the mums and lambs, and all you see is one mum with a lamb. And you think, where's all the other lambs? They all lie under the feeders. So you can't see that there's any lambs in here. But there are mostly twins in here. Well, I've come in to do some baking, and I don't think I showed you my newest additions to my duck collection. I got 2 Canada geese. I've really been searching for geese. This is one big guy here on the dining room table. And then I have this Canada goose as well, which I really like. He looks like a Quebec goose. And I don't know if I've spoken to you on YouTube about this guy, but this is from Mary Wilson. She sent this hand-carved duck, and he's just beautiful. I was talking to her about it, but I don't know if I posted it on YouTube. He's gorgeous. But like I say, I've got work to do, so I'm gonna call that a day. And thank you for joining us. Be sure to join us again tomorrow for the next episode at Ewetopia Farms.